in certain things dealing with that child. That's just my opinion. So for me, I can understand why a nigga still dissing that bitch. Bitch, you ain't acting like you from Riverdale. He was chopping it up about that. Then, you know what I'm saying, we played the new Quavo record with Future and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That got the diss in there and shit. And first of all, my nigga Future was fucking gliding on that bitch. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Now, let's get into it. So, obviously, he said what he said, been in the field, fuck Russell.
Yeah.
So.
Was that was light though, boo, right? I'm tripping?
Bro, this is Future. Of course that was light. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
But my thing is this. I think niggas need to take certain things into consideration as far as whatever they think of Future, because a lot of niggas think, oh, he's being corny, or he needs to grow up, or he needs to woo. Which, you know, shit, if a nigga did take that approach, I mean, obviously that's not something to slander, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I understand petty as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes petty is worth it. Mm-hmm. Like, so my perspective is this, bro. Niggas is wondering why Future sound. Well, he don't really sound bitter, but he say bitter type shit, or you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, why he won't grow up? Blah, bro. Here's the scenario. Ciara's career is rock bottom. It didn't hit the pits. You get with me, and I lace you with Body Party, and you right back on the scene. Body Party was a fucking hit.
That's a fact.
So I do that. I'm thinking you on some real A-Town shit. You from the South Side, I'm from the East Side. Shit, nigga, we the couple. Like, you hear me? So fast forward, you ditch me, so bitch, now I feel like you played me. So you ditch me, get with this football playing ass nigga. But not only do you get with this football playing ass nigga, you then start to paint the picture of me being a deadbeat. But not only do you then paint the picture of me being a deadbeat, and this is where we was talking about this earlier. This is where, as being Future, you have to have the bigger issue with Russell, meaning Ciara, because bitches is going to go low. That's what bitches do. But as a man, if I'm with a shorty, and I know she got some, you know, tension, you know what I'm saying, with baby daddy, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, there's certain things that I know she's gonna present that I'm gonna have to tell her, hey baby, like fall back, like you, that's too much, just on some man shit, because I would put myself in that nigga's shoes. There were some egregious things that Russell Wilson participated in with that baby that you just don't do on real nigga shit. You just don't. This before a nigga started getting dissed and all this other shit. Go back, check the timeline. You know what I'm saying? When y'all got the videos and shit, you know what I'm saying, bro, it's just certain videos you see, like when a nigga playing football, you know what I'm saying, particularly with your son. At this time, Russell don't have no kids. So a nigga playing football with your son, nigga running up to your son and hugging him and you know, it's like,
I don't see no man comfortable with that, boom. To be honest,
yeah, no, I know what I'm saying. Like,
I don't see any man.
Is it wrong? Not completely, no. because you got to look at it from the perspective of, regardless of however you and Shorty ended, y'all ended. So that bitch she gonna have her own shit going on. You feel me? So, right. and whatever nigga she get with, that nigga gonna be the top dog. Like, you ain't top dog no more. So unless you take your son, which most niggas ain't gonna do, cause they gonna be with mom. So yeah, it's gonna be a nigga calling shots in that bitch.
That's a fact.
So and that's fine. You can't stop a man from being a man. That's his house. That's his bitch now, whether you like it or not, nigga. That's when she go to sleep at night, she laying next to that nigga. So you either gonna respect it or it's gonna be an issue. But like I said, when there's a child involved, there's even though you calling shots and that's your bitch now, as a real nigga, you supposed to respect her. As long as homie ain't been tripping, ain't been throwing my name in songs and you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like if that ain't happened, in my mind, you owe a nigga a certain amount of respect to just not involve yourself or include yourself in certain things dealing with that child. That's just my opinion. So for me, I can understand why a nigga still dissing that bitch. Bitch, you ain't acting like you from Riverdale. And niggas ain't that shit ain't even gonna hit to niggas if you ain't in the city. But you went to Riverdale High School, Clayton County. Niggas know you. Niggas know your dad. Like, why are you acting like? Why are you doing that? Bitch, I got you back on your feet, and you want to play me? Come on, man. I'm a strong proponent of the hard on hoes movement. I don't give a fuck how petty that shit may sound. Oh, well, such and such, you supposed to be such and such age. I don't give a fuck how old a nigga is. I'm not letting the hoe get over. Period. Nigga, shit, nigga. I'm raised by my mom's only, nigga. So I got that shit from a woman, nigga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got step kids too, bro. I don't overstep my boundaries too. Like, I understand.
You feel me? Like,
yeah, I don't overstep my boundaries. I just play the role that I'm given, But I already know, like, that's gonna always be your daddy. So that's something I'll never try to come in between. But fuck,
Man, I it's crazy, man. I didn't even know. It's been how long, bro, since they broke up, or this whole timeline? Like, it's been like 8 years now. Like, I still remember when she sued this nigga, man, like for defamation, and he adopted one of the mother of one of his baby mom's other kids. You know what I'm saying? Took on that responsibility as well. There's been so much shit that's happened since then, bro. Like, it's been, my goodness, man. Like, I didn't even have an opinion on all of this when it first happened, but I see what Boom is saying to an extent. Like, I definitely get that, because she didn't have too much to say that was nice, like when all this shit was going down. You know what I'm saying? Early on, they were kind of getting a little petty with each other, and then she got with Russ, and that shit didn't make it any better. Even though I never really seen Russ directly say anything to Future, to my knowledge. It probably did, but I really don't remember, because it's been forever. Honestly, man, Future been doing this for so long, man. It don't really matter. I saw it as a little funny shot. I didn't really take it all that serious.
That's what I'm saying. He been the same nigga.
Yeah, I know what the women gonna do on Twitter, bro. I know what they're gonna do. I know what they're gonna say. Like, they get, they don't necessarily. They claim they don't like
that's what
a nigga
makes
like him, but
that's what but that's what they love about the nigga.
Right.
He's a toxic nigga. That's what them hoes like.
Yeah, that's been Future's brand for I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you're right, Doc. Like, I don't really know what's been going on behind the scenes. The last couple years, she was engaged to the nigga, with all due respect. You know what I'm saying? She was engaged. Got called off, or according to her, it was infidelity, quote unquote.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's the shit that I was going over. Like,
yeah, like we don't know the ins and outs.
Yeah, like, bitch, you tried to sue me, like,
for defamation.
What? Like, to be honest, that I was telling Lucci backstage, Boom, like, when it's situations like these, I look at it like, what would I say if this was my man's type shit? Like, I would tell my man's this shit corny. I would. Because yeah, it's behind the, like you said, bro said we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. That's absolutely fact. But I didn't see anything that the brother did like in front of us. Specifically Russell. That brother don't really comment on shit like that. For real. That nigga a robot low key. But
you wasn't on IG then.
Yeah, I wasn't. That's why I said like I don't know what the egregious acts he did, because if I'm looking at it like you said, oh, like the kid's gonna go with the moms. You said the man of the house. Like if I had a kid like that, I would definitely want the nigga to treat my kid no different than if it was or wasn't his biological kid. You know what I'm saying? Is that like it? Fuck my feelings. Is the kid in a stable household? Is he good?
But with that, and I could tell you as a parent, with that, you're right. But there's boundaries still, as far as treating my child. You know what I'm saying? The way he needed to be treated as a child. Yeah. Facts, of course. However, there are boundaries that you just don't overstep, because as long as I'm active, you dig what I'm saying? Now, if I really am a deadbeat and nigga, you ain't heard from a nigga, I don't never show up to birthday parties, I don't never have them, you don't never see pictures of me, pictures of the boy with me, and I'm wherever the fuck I'm at. That's totally different. Because nigga, at that point, you're not fulfilling your duties as a father. So, nigga, you ain't got no say for the nigga that's actually filling the void.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? However, he's filling the void in terms of that's his children's mother's man, and he is housing them, which is appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Food, that's appreciated. However, what I'm talking about is father and son, things that the major things as a man or as a young man, and as he becomes a man that he's going to learn, that should come from the act of father. You dig what I'm saying? His first talk about sex, that ain't your place to step in and ask that child about.
So he did that? I'm looking for the egregious shit.
No. I'm giving examples of like.
Oh, okay.
Of there being boundaries of lines that even still you don't cross because you're not actually his biological father. And this is under the premise that the father is present.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So.
If
you were able to go back to IG, you would see it. Matter of fact, I think this might have been like 2 years before Russell Wilson left the Seahawks. So 2 years before he left, the mini camps and shit like that, how they be doing, you know what I'm saying, over the summer and shit like that. And they was taking the full family photos, and it was videos of Little Future, you know what I'm saying, just running up to Russell and da. Bro, the way you can look at shit and be like, okay, I see what's going on here. Like, especially if you're, you can tell when the other parent is on some bullshit.
Right, but why? But my thing is, and I understand that, like, brothers feel like that about Ciara, but I'm looking at it from his position, from Russell's position. I don't see him doing anything crazy. Now, is she like weaponizing like his availability, his just at the time you could say like his eagerness to have kids of his own, like
I just told you what he was
paint it a certain way. Like
that's why I said earlier, this is more so the issue when it comes to little Future. If I was Future, I would be upset more at Russ, because nigga, you a man like me.
That's a fact.
I expect a bitch to do the impossible when she's trying to get back at a nigga.
Hey,
you
understand? Yeah, because you understand bitter baby mamas, bro. So you kind of get that, boom. And I'm gonna say, I'm not to cut y'all off. Go ahead. I'm glad to.
No, I'm gonna let you go real quick. So exactly what Lucci's saying, that ain't surprising me. Now, you as a man, because us as men, if we real niggas, we've all put ourselves in somebody else's shoes to see if we can, we can give an opinion on the outside looking in, but damn, what would I do if I was in that nigga's shoes? what I would expect a nigga to do in those shoes of being a stepfather. I'm not gonna invade your house. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not gonna violate. You know what I'm saying? As far as trying to get with baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes and all that shit. But once the bullshit start happening, because I'm already dealing with bullshit with Shorty. But once the bullshit furthers and starts touching my son, you as a man, that's why I said, this is how you know Russell is he's really a bitch. Like, we know who runs the house. It's like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. Like, we know who.
Yeah, I hate to. I'm not even mad at what you're saying. So, Russell, if you was, I didn't know you was gonna be a bitch about this shit.
Yeah.
Dang.
God damn.
No, he got a point, because if I dated girls with kids, like, and I set my boundaries, like, I'm like, yo, I'm not about to.
Yeah.
I'm like, a girl gave me permission to whip her kids down. That ain't. I don't care if the dad ain't happening. That ain't happening. I'm not doing this shit. Like,
and they'll try to set you up like that, body bag.
Yeah, they'll set you up. So I'm like, bitch, you're not about to do this to me. I don't give a
nigga. This nigga shot at me 4 times. Like, what?
Yeah, I didn't stay. You got to keep your place as a stepfather, man. You or like you in that position, whether you dating a girl or not. You got to go to him first if he cool and he in the life. If he a bitch ass nigga and he a life and he being petty, you need to have a talk with the girl about that shit, or you just need to mind your business and let them handle that. Like, you gotta. I don't know, man. I fuck with Boom. I fuck with Boom was saying. I feel that's not right at all. And I see why he said that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Yeah, like, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go, but we don't know the complete ins and outs of everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how many kids Future had when he first got with Ciara. I do know, according to some sources, he got like 7 different kids, and they're all each by a different woman. You know what I'm saying? So I think by the time he was with Ciara, he probably had like 2 or 3 already. So she knew what was going on from the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? So her having a kid with the dude. Yeah, like her having a kid with Future, you know, that was on her. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know, and they were planning to get married on top of that. So it's not like this was on some cohabitating or we just kicking it boyfriend girlfriend type shit. Like, nah, this nigga really gave her a ring. You know what I'm saying? She called it off.
Glowed you back up.
Yeah,
Bitch,
like she called the shit off.
No, I'm
and
talking
then,
about her career.
Oh yeah. By that time, you know, she was practically, you know, realistically, by that time she was irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Musically, you know. And then I remember seeing the tweets and shit where he was basically implying that she was basically giving this nigga hell just to see his son. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically have to pay for visitations, all this other shit, you know. Basically giving the man the runaround. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily know how true that is, but they fought it out in court. You know, she dropped the initial charges or whatever the case. So it's a whole bunch of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Charges? I thought it was a lawsuit. Cujo,
my bad. Charges? I said charges. Lawsuit. But yeah, you know, because she got mad at a lot of stuff that he said. You know what I'm saying? On Twitter at one point, he deleted a lot of it, but basically, he was accusing her of essentially giving him a hard time, you know, in terms of visitation and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, the only way he could express it was online, and she felt the way. So, you know, they fought it out in court. Eventually, she just dropped the lawsuit. I guess they were able to, you know, co-parent in a healthy way, I guess, you know, and then shit kind of got out of proportion. You know, when she started doing interviews and shit, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, like, let's be honest, like, she definitely was shading the nigga. I'm gonna just be completely honest. She was definitely shading, bro. You know, she goes the type of way.
On talk shows, all kind of shit.
Okay,
she was shading, bro. Yeah, on talk shows, interviews, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? She definitely felt the way about him being opinionated about wanting to see his son a lot more. Mind you, this dude already has multiple kids by multiple other women. I told you, like, he adopted another kid from
Bow Wow. Got the same baby mama.
This all like, after. This all after. Bro.
Oh man.
So bro got kids. He already got other kids on top of that. So it's like, yo, like what we got going on? Like, are you upset about other women, or like, is it like what's the issue? You know what I'm saying? That's what his main thing was. You know what I'm saying? So by the time she got with Russell, it almost seemed like she kicked up even more with the shade and shit, and it started getting way more direct. I haven't really seen her say anything as of recent, but you could kind of tell. Like I see what Boom is saying. Like she started getting a little bit more belligerent with the shit, a little bit. And as far as their relationship dynamic, I see what Boom is saying. Like it do seem like Ciara run shit. Not even a little bit, a lot of it. With all due respect, you know.
Bro, you can look at some people's relationship and tell who kind of got to say so. Like,
like when I first seen them get together, I was kind of surprised. I was like,
the reason why Boom said he a bitch is you're a football player, so you the breadwinner. Like you a man, you a man. Like this ain't no Stedman type shit. You definitely got to say and shit, bro. Like I don't know, man. Nigga always been
When they first got together, I was kind of surprised. Actually, I was like, well, okay. I mean,
but see, here's another contributing factor that niggas. And my nigga Dot had pointed this out the other day, but it's very true. Again, Russell Wilson never had hoes.
Facts. You can tell. Facts. You can tell. Nigga ain't even got it, bro. Nigga ain't got it. You ain't even got it. I could just look at a picture of this nigga and tell that this nigga was.
No, we got it. Hopefully we got it.
I can look at this nigga and tell, bro.
Hold on.
Go ahead, bro.
Hopefully we got Exhibit A.
Go ahead.
We got the picture of baby girl that he was with before.
He was married to her.
Yeah,
he was married to the white woman and all that. I don't know if that was his high school.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna flash this.
Oh, that picture is wild.
So that indicates that never had hoes.
Good mouth. Look like good mouth.
You feel
me?
Hold on. When I say he never had hoes, obviously he's a quarterback for a football. I'm talking about bad bitches.
Scandalous bad junk. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So when he got with Ciara, he was ready to bitch and fold. Oh, she throwing me some pussy? Oh no, it was over.
And I get it for a football player not to like, you know what I'm saying, to have bad bitches before Ciara's kind of like, you know, bro, you got bread, bro. Like,
yeah, I see. Yeah, it's his demeanor, like the way he carries himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Ciara a slouch because she definitely, you know, she fired, but it's like, come on now, realistically, like, I don't know. I see what he's saying, man. It's like, then you just got out of a relationship with Future. The fuck am I doing with you? Realistically, like on some realistic.
Before that was 50 Cent, and before that was Bow Wow. Like, bro, come on, bro. Let's just look at our track record, bro. Like, coming from out of those relationships and going to a football player who's obviously is not, you know,
Christian, you know,
dominant, like the dominant person in a relationship, bro. Like, of course she's gonna do what the fuck she's want to do, bro, and he's gonna be understanding, like most
now looks wise
niggas to be this time, like.
Yeah, but he clearly upgraded.
She wanted a lane. She want a lane with money. That's what does she want?
Yeah, but I can't be. That was a great.
The football players aren't. I don't know what niggas like experience, especially like in the high school, college days. Like these niggas do be popular as hell. Don't get me wrong, but these niggas do not have fucking game, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Not have game, my nigga.
Especially the star quarterback, he probably had the baddest bitch at school, so he gonna be with that one chick though.
Exactly.
He's not gonna be fucking all these different like, nah, this bad bitch gonna have him on a lot. That's what I've seen. You know, niggas.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm not really surprised at him not having game, especially when you look at like where the brother came from, like the family structure. The brother went to what, like North Carolina State. It's not really. It's not. Shout out to North Carolina.
No, I ain't surprised at all. Hell no.
A lot of snow up there. It's a lot of snow up there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking snow up there, dog. Like, you really not. You really not
I'm gonna say something though, but even for a nigga that date white girl, like, it's some of these bitches, like the white girls he was dating he probably didn't have to have game. It's some white girls out there you
he
still
did.
gotta have game for it, bro. Especially if you run into one of them hood ones. So
this
he's like,
thing is from Richmond, Virginia. I didn't even know Cub was from Virginia. Okay,
the
he's from
snow
the-
he had was I don't know
Okay,
what
I
snow
get it
he had.
now.
Yeah, but he was in the house though. He wasn't outside though, Cujo.
Yeah.
Way up.
Yeah.
That brother
Nah, that's
in
what
the
I would
house
consider.
before the
That
street
part-
lights come on.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
the
that
fresh
part I would
snow.
consider the
He
deep
ain't had a snow that been that like, oh, this snow been tampered. Okay, he had the fresh snow.
But I do gotta hold my nigga Future accountable, being the real nigga that I am.
Go ahead.
See, this is what happens when you dive in these bitches, right?
Oh,
You gotta take on
I've been there. I've been there.
Mm-hmm. You gotta take on
You think the bitch on some real shit, but the bitch done tricked you.
Tricked you. In a long run.
Swindler.
You know what I'm saying? Thought y'all was finna form the 8-Town dynasty. Y'all was finna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, the bitch tricked. The bitch Ben had an agenda. Look at her track record.
50 Cent.
And the bitch got, so I say that to say that nigga's for certainly hurting. He's for certainly hurt about that.
Oh yeah, you could tell in his music, boom. He never
you love a bitch.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go. He really loved it. Like,
yeah.
And I just feel like, bro,
betrayed.
Yeah. It's always some women like that, bro. You're gonna feel like you gotta wait. And like I feel like Future with his status, bro. Like, you know, having the bitches that he can have, bro. Like for a bitch to do that to him, it's probably was unheard of. Like, you know, I feel like that. I feel like that about a bitch before. Like this bitch that I know that really just. I went to jail on my first charge.
Damn, this bitch really
cut me off.
You know,
like, bro, she really cut me off, bro.
It's always that one chick
like,
who really. It's always that one chick. You always got that. It's like it's a level of connection is just there, and then like you be like, damn, you do that. All right, that's wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like we all been there. Like that's crazy.
And I understand my situation though. Like I was in jail, you know, not knowing they're gonna make it home or not and shit like that. But it was the fact when I came home, it was like everybody else going, but you, bitch, you the only one that's not like, whatever, man. That shit fucked with me for years, bro, because I never really had a bitch that actually did that. You know, when I reached out to her, like, bro, you really like, bro, you like the only chick that really did. She's like, man. Gotta get over that shit. She told me I had to get over this shit. You know what I'm saying? And when she told me that shit, I really looked at it. I was like, you know what? You right about it. Not to say I still got bitches at this time, but anytime I see this motherfucker face on Facebook or Instagram or something, like, dang, this bitch really, this shit looking good. Like I'm like, oh,
yeah.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
That was crazy.
The thing with women like Ciara. And I said it before, like a lot of them type of women, they don't change. All they do is change their standard. They get a certain age, you know what I'm saying? They get older and they start realizing, well, maybe a nigga like Future or 50 ain't really my speed. I can't last with them in the long run. So I'm gonna just fine tune some shit. All right, nigga, Christian, more than likely not gonna cheat. If he makes a certain amount of money, okay, he might be unfaithful, but if he has a certain characteristic, nice, kind, respectful, you know, don't got no jail record, you know what I'm saying? Grew up with both parents in the home, you know, mild mannered, that type of shit. Okay, I need to act a certain way to attract them type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is act. Like the key word and all of that is act. You know what I'm saying? So
you fucking should. Like niggas do it too, Cujo. That's you learn from your
I'm not mad at her about it. I'm not saying you are. It's just like that nigga Future bleeding on everybody.
I don't believe, as toxic of a nigga as Future is, I don't believe this would have lasted as long as it had if shit didn't. It's not just about her getting with Russell Wilson. There's many more layers, like Cujo was saying, detailing the timeline, being sued, going on talk shows, smutting my name. You know what I'm saying?
You could obviously tell she's not used to a nigga like Russell. I never seen one of Russell before that nigga. We never seen it with that dynamic of a nigga before.
That type of nigga. But that, but what you said, but could he be more? Could he be hurt about the type of person Russ is, like that Russ is a football player, and you know that,
it's a
man, come on, that
different
athletic
thing.
money is way different than these rappers' money, bro. Like,
Right.
so
You could tell Future is mad about
match.
that.
Yeah, you kind of
And
on match
also-
right there, bro.
How you get something completely different from me to diss me? Like,
like
you
what
didn't have a
Cujo
problem with
said.
me when we were getting married. You know what I'm saying? I put a ring on you. You didn't have a problem when it was 50. Now all of a sudden you get with a mild-mannered man who's a Christian, God-fearing and all that. Now you want to diss a man like me. We got a whole child together.
That I don't.
Where was
that
all of
part
that?
I don't agree with Cujo, but you changing and adapting, like, yeah, nigga, like especially if I'm like, just put the shoe on the other foot. If I'm a nigga who's a rapper, bro, like especially a nigga like me who grew up in Florida, and I'm dating the fucking Trinas of the world, shit, no diss to Trina or anything else like that.
Oh man,
But like the Trinas of the world, the literally the city girls, the JTs of the world, da 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 da. As I'm in my rap career, and then I look up and I done stumbled upon.
Say, don't say Carisha, nigga. Carisha.
Sukani.
Carisha.
Boom, got the pizza. Y'all turn
Hey.
That ain't Miami, man.
Hey, I was hoping you was gonna stop at JT because, hey, Carisha, hey,
Boom.
Yeah.
Nah, but you go, if I'm doing that, you know what I'm saying? Especially like in my 20s, like just having money, and then I like fuck around Cujo, and I stumble upon like a woman who's like, I don't know, like in the fucking, because they don't really have a like the WNBA's ass, and they ain't got no NFL. But like, let's say like a super duper model type chick. Like Tom Brady's ex-wife, like big bag type shit, you know what I'm saying? Or even on some tech shit. Like, I'm gonna look at my past mistakes and be like, yeah, I was running around with them hood bitches going through hell. Like, they had me out here looking crazy. I think I'm gonna change this up, Cujo. I think I'm gonna start wearing cardigans a little bit more, my brother. I think I'm a...
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I have no problem with it. The problem is, like I said, the key word and what I said is that it's an act, bro.
It's
like,
an
that's
act,
the
like,
problem.
yeah, like she changing for... Like, it ain't for the...
I can see if Ciara changed completely, but she's still doing the same shit she was doing when she was with Future. Like,
she being
that's
petty. Hey.
Yeah, it's like you twerking, you making songs for bitches that don't even got a man. You know what I'm saying? And tell them to leave niggas, imaginary niggas they don't even got. You basically doing the same shit. So that's what that's
like you said, Cujo, Cujo, it's like an agenda. Like you and Boom said, it's like an agenda to it because. It, like she's changed, but like she's still like, oh, I can control, like I can do what I want. The type of nigga he is, he's mild mannered. He's not one of these rappers do. He gonna put up with certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be petty. Like it's kind of an agenda, and like Boom said too. Like either both way. Like she doing what the fuck she want. Like she know what she's doing, man. These girls be knowing what she be doing, man. These bitches be knowing what they doing.
That's a fact. And I'm gonna say this, bro. Like most niggas that want to be in their kids' life, bro, they have the most craziest baby mamas in the world. Like these motherfuckers make it hard for you to be. Like I think motherfuckers don't worry about deadbeats. Like, you know, but niggas that really want to be in their kids' life is like these the niggas that get the hardest time, bro. And I've seen that over my lifetime. Like I don't understand why women do that, but it's just that's what happened. I kind of had that kind of similar situation with my son, and you know I had to listen to Will Smith. I listened to Will Smith interview a couple years ago, bro, and he was talking about like how he was talking with his dad, and he was telling his dad, man, this was his first son. Man, she wrong. She shouldn't do this. She shouldn't do that. And his daddy told her, like, bro, just chill the fuck out. She's going to do it anyway. He said, the only thing you could do right now is don't try to force it. Trust me, he going to come back around. And I did that with my youngest, because my baby mama used to be tripping at first. But, you know, as soon as I kind of just fell back, you know what I'm saying? He started coming around every now and then because he used to cry a lot at first. But then he started coming around every now and then. Now I don't even have to call him. Dad, come pick me up. Dad, come pick me up. I don't want to be my mama. Like, I had to understand that. Like, stop trying to force it on him and going to war with your baby mama because she's acting a certain way that she doesn't see. You know, she only see the shit from her perspective. So, just let the shit happen, bro. And that's why my son doing now. It's weird, bro. Any nigga, bro, niggas want to be in their kids' life, bro. Women,
I don't understand. I never understood that. Like, why you want to see a man fail so bad and he trying to do good, but then you got deadbeat over here. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Here's why the bitch is like I said. The bitch ain't acting like she from Riverdale. This is what I mean. This what I mean.
Come on, bro.
This what I mean by that. First of all, like you just said, you know this nigga had multiple kids before you got with him, right? I think he had 3 kids, 3 different baby moms. So, you already had a heads up on how he get down. You did what I'm saying? If you was using your brain. So, okay, cool. You glow up. You get with a football player. I'm not mad at her for adapting and or growing up per se. That's what you're supposed to do. You in new territory. Like you ain't in the trap no more. So you in executive offices. Okay, cool. Get your act on. Try to play the part. Cause you don't come from that. Cool. The problem is like I said, all the underlying shit. Going on talk shows, shitting on me, filing a lawsuit against me, trying to take my son away, trying to take my son away from me, custody from my son completely, shit like that. That's why I said I believe this shit would have stopped a while ago if it didn't get to certain depths that it got to. You know what I'm saying? And then when you have a nigga who's a pussy playing along with the shit, it add fuel to the fire. So the issue ain't her getting with Russell Wilson. Oh, this nigga got money, bro. If I was in Future's shoes and Ciara got with Russell Wilson, of course he has more money than me. But motherfucker, I'm a rock star. I'm Future. Like I'm not really insecure because a nigga. There's not too many things that Russell Wilson can do in a day that I can't do in a day. Like. A nigga that got $40 million can pretty much do almost everything a nigga that got $100 million. Like, it's very little shit that nigga can do that I can't do. So it's not really a money thing to me, in my mind. It's the...
I think it has a little bit to do with status. I think it has. I think it would have more to do with status. I think it would have more to do with status if they were in the same world. Like I'm I'm in a completely different. You feel me? Like you went first off fucking with Birdman. That would have been something.
Yeah, you can never be me. Really I can never be you. Like I'm at the top of what I do. Like I don't play football. You feel me? Like okay, that's your shit. This my shit though. You feel me? Right. All your teammates is listening to me, nigga. Like I'm the man where I'm at. So, but I'm not saying some niggas might not be that. Like some niggas may be sensitive to that degree where it is about, oh, he make this amount of money and I make that amount. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not ruling that out, but I would be looking at it as that wouldn't be an issue because we do 2 different things and can't nobody tell me I ain't the shit. Like I'm one of them niggas in what I do.
But it's also you're right. Yeah. You're right to an extent where it's like, well, he may have one may have 100, the other may have 40, but the money is like the important thing as well. But it's still like access and proximity to more wealth. That like that's different. Like you look at boom, a day for Future or whatever might be like, oh, I'm gonna go check in with this producer. We're gonna do some crazy shit. Da 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 da. I might even link up with Drake again. Do some dope player shit. Da 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 da. Russell Wilson is like, all right, baby, I need you to put on some dope shit. We about to go sit around these billionaire owners real quick and go here, do that. You see what I'm saying? Go hang out with this exec over here.
I'm not denying that. My example was, what is there that you can do in a day that I can't? That was my example. So whether a nigga got $100 million or $40 million, what's a trip that nigga what is a trip that nigga can take in a day that I can't?
That's very
true. That's true. Yeah, I do want to say.
I'm not talking about. Obviously, Russell Wilson is in very close proximity to generational wealth. God, his shit is secure. You dig what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's a good point right there.
I'm not even denying that. I'm just talking about why money wouldn't be relevant to me if I was Future. because
Okay, for you, yeah. Okay, that's cool.
I got money. I don't got your money, but I got money, and I rap. You play football. You feel what I'm saying?
Also, you don't know what type of connections Future got. He might know some billionaires too.
And to be real, I'm looking a whole lot better in my profession than you are right now. Fact. I'm still at the top. I'm still at the top of my game. I'm talking about being one of them niggas.
Oh, niggas. I set a trend. I put niggas on, and to the billionaire situation, you don't know, like Boone said, like one of them little billionaires that you was talking about, Cal, like them niggas probably got kids that listen to Future. We don't know what type of connection Future's got. So the money shit, it can be an issue, but then it really can't. Like he said, like we can pretty much, you might be richer, but you a lame.
I do want to speak to. I don't even want to speak to their income and the level of wealth they have, because they're both wealthy in their own way. Obviously, there's a difference. My thing is that you can't get with a nigga like Future and love him for what he is and hate him for what he is at the same time, and then get with someone completely different from that and start dissing the nigga you used to love at one point. Like, I don't like that type of shit. That type of shit is corny. And to be honest, Russell should look at that type of shit as an insult. Like, you never dealt with a nigga like me before, ever. You know what I'm saying? You used to dealing with street niggas, whatever the case, industry street niggas, whatever the case. Then you get with me, you start disparaging nigga on a radio show, like, and that's the father of your child. Like, I'm cool on all of that. Like, whether or not that's between y'all, like, there's a way to handle that.
He's a pussy.
So, yeah, me personally, like, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. Like, the nigga was getting hoes when you met him.
Shout out to the Broncos.
The nigga was getting hoes when you met him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna stop because y'all got married. Like, come on. With all due respect, I'm not even. I'm just saying. But I don't know how they get down anyway when they were getting married. I'm just saying, like, if you fuck with the nigga because he got a lot of bitches or he got a certain persona about him, like, you don't get to, get on these radio shows or whatever the case and start talking crazy because you had a change of light and you God fearing now. Like, nobody give a fuck, man. Like, with all due respect, I don't care about none of that, man. That shit is insulting to me. Like, that's why now these niggas who claim to be nice and respectful, like, they find that shit disrespectful. Like, damn, you get with me cause I'm safe. Like, that's it.
So let me ask you this. So is Russ, like, Russ don't have no kids, right?
He didn't have kids before.
He got 2 kids by shorty now.
Well,
yeah, you got 2 now.
So before that, okay, like, and that's like I'm gonna say with my situation, bro. Like with my stepkids, dad, like, bro, me just being a real nigga, I know when my bitch is kind of pissed off or I don't want him seeing them on this and that and third, bro. I'm not that type, bro. I had to tell him, like, bro, I got kids too, man. Like, bro, look, this is what your daughter needs, this, that, and third. I know your baby mama ain't gonna reach out to you and tell you this, but this is what's going on, and this, that, and the third, or whatever. I'm like, yeah, man, she ain't gonna lie, bro. I got a fucking baby mama too. I know how this shit go, but I don't think Russ probably doing it. He just probably just following everything Ciara is saying, and that's not being like, come on, man.
I mean, yeah,
you gotta understand fatherhood, bro. Yeah,
if he believe in her and all that great stuff, that's great that he believe in her and love her and all that. But my nigga, man, come on.
But you know, like, when a female is being bitter, though, Cujo, like, come on.
Yeah.
Sometimes, bro, like, bro, as a man, bro, like, come on, something inside of you gonna jump up, pause, and be like, bro, like, damn, this ain't right. I just, like, this ain't right. Like, come on, man, dude, just trying to be in his child life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's why I don't deal with baby moms.
He had both parents, though, Cujo, so he probably don't feel that, what we felt, the motherfuckers growing up in a single household about that father missing. So he probably don't get it, though, as I'm thinking about it.
Sometimes girls be bitter. Sometimes girls be bitter because, like Cujo said, oh, this person not my speed, but that might be the nigga she really want. Somebody like Future or something, but she gotta settle for less because that's not somebody her speed, and that's why sometimes they be like, damn, I gotta do this because the niggas I really want, I can't really, somehow I can't. I don't know. I can't. She don't want to change or listen or whatever it is. Like. Right. Then they be bitter because of those reasons. Sometimes it be that reason why they be bitter and shit.
And if anything, she ain't even settling. This nigga make way more than her. You know what I'm saying? Ironically, like cut. She ain't necessarily. But I see what you're saying. But it's like,
Yeah, I ain't talking about the money, right? I'm just talking about as the
yeah,
person.
yeah, as the person, yeah. Like, you know, I mean, salute to her, man. She secured a good nigga, you know. So I mean, yeah, I just, you know, she secured a good dude, you know, and that's not no insult, but have some more awareness, nigga.
I got a question for y'all. So, if Russ find out Ciara's cheating on him, think Russ gonna leave Ciara?
I don't think he is.
I shouldn't even ask that question. Y'all already know. I shouldn't even have to ask that. So we already know. See, that right there would have killed this whole conversation. We already know what we dealing with. We know what we dealing with from the jump, bro. Like, come on, man. That's crazy, bro. Come on, man.
Y'all this is still, hold on. This is still a multi-millionaire, 2-time Super Bowl winning nigga. We're not gonna, just because the nigga lame don't mean the nigga stupid.
No, I'm not saying that.
I would say that Cal, he probably would let that shit go the way.
My bad. They threw that.
Yeah, if she went out there and did some shit, you know, I don't think he will leave. I don't think any one of y'all can tell me that this brother will leave this woman if she was wrong.
Because in general, it takes men a lot longer to leave relationships than do women. Like, a whole lot longer. So I mean, this brother got money. He's a multimillionaire. They got kids together. They're married. I don't know if the first thing he would think of would be to leave. I don't. He probably would forgive her.
If she cheated, y'all just slandering this nigga badly at this point.
Bro, it happens often though. Like, I mean, what you mean? Why would he be any different in this case? Like, because he got bread and, you know, I mean, I get it, but I mean, I don't know. Like, it happens often, bro. I'm just saying.
My nigga ain't going out like that. My nigga ain't, after seeing all this, nah, he not going out like that. Nah.
You don't think so, Cal?
Nah.
Come on, Cal. Bro, come on, Cal. Hold on. You just told me, you just said, bro, you know this brother is lame. I mean, what in our sense, like, bro, come on. So you probably haven't been getting no cat like that, bro. I think Ciara probably was the best thing that happened to him, for his female.
Clearly, he married.
Because guess what? Bro. And guess what? You know, all that took probably was 3 fucks. 3 fucks. That's all that took. We here now. Like, that's all that took. Like 3 fucks. You know what I mean? And had this nigga head spinning.